If you ever desire to be at the center of God's will for your life, you need to watch this video to the end, and at the end I will tell you what you might miss.
Bishop Oyedepo said even after he collected the certificate for their university, he went to God and held it. If you say you didn't send me, I will tear it. You know what it takes to get your license? To believe that you can get it and it still may not be God's will. That's what they call resignation, which means, what did God tell you when you prayed? In other words, if there's resignation and I'm going because I want to get a visa and I am time to God, He can answer me. That's what is called righteousness. He can answer you and tell you that visa won't be given to you. The reason why is 4 things. When He finishes the 4 things, the peace that will enter into you, the joy that you have is joy unspeakable, full of glory. You know in 10 years' time, the continent of Africa will be shaking at your voice. You'll say, I will wait. Listen, this is what it is. For a man to have a private jet, and if you see Bishop Oyedepo's private jet, it's a real private jet. Real one. Real private jet. And then to say, the minute a private jet landed, God said, you are not authorized to go out of the shores of this country with this plane until I permit you. We're on the 8th year. That's resignation. That's a person who only exercises faith within the boundaries. That's when God called Abraham. It's not the land you desire, it's the land I show you. Those who pick the land they desire pick Sodom and Gomorrah. The key there was resignation. And with resignation, that means you have embraced the cross. That means in prayer you can get to a point like Jesus, not my will but let your will be done. That's what it means, thy will be done on the earth as it is in heaven.
Being at the center of God's will for our life is what every believer should run after. When you are at the center of God's will for your life, you don't only profit yourself, you profit the kingdom. The kingdom of God will advance to you, fulfill the agenda of God on earth, to you being at the center of God's will for your life. You might have a calculation, you might have a desire, you might have where you want to be, your ambition, all of them, they are great, they are awesome, but how does they benefit the kingdom? How does they expand the kingdom of God on earth? But when you are at the center of God's will for your life, God already has planned. Those plans have been putting them in place. Imagine if Bishop David Oyedepo did not come down to altar as the Lord instructed him. You know how many lives has been blessed. Imagine if Papa Oyedepo is not where he is today. Imagine how many lives wouldn't have been blessed. So when we are at the center of God's will for our life, we propagate the gospel, we advance the project of God, the kingdom of God on earth as it is in heaven. What we need to do as a believer is to stay in the place of prayer, discern the will of God for our life, and then receive grace to stay there. We stay at center, not one leg out and one leg not